Hey everyone, Shebim here and welcome back to the final video, hopefully, well, we'll have to wait and see what happens, in Group A of our Fire Pro Wrestling World Tag League Tournament. We have currently got 2 matches remaining. Both matches have massive influences on the final table. Was that the right words? Anyway, we're going to start off with Brian Cage and Michael Elgin versus the Briscoe brothers. So Brian Cage and Michael Elgin need to win this match to stand any chance of going through. If they lose this match, then they are out. So it's a big one for them because they lost the Project Ego last episode. This is a very important match for these two guys. They need to get this win just to make sure they go through. Well, it's not even making sure. They've got to get this victory in the hope that things go their way elsewhere. I think they would need the Young Bucks to win and to go through, I think. We'll have to double check. We'll check it next time anyway, for the next match. And they've got the Briscoe brothers then. Jay Briscoe on the right, Mark Briscoe on the left. Heading down to the ring. So this is going to be very interesting. Looking forward to this match as well, actually. It's going to be an interesting one. Like I say, it's very important to the finale of this tournament. If the Briscoes win, they could knock out the Unbreakable Effort Machines. Nice elbow to the back of the head, and it always looked like it. I mean, watching that previous match against the Project Ego, it always looked like it was going to be a victory for them, didn't it? Nice neck breaker there by Brian Cage. Dragging Jay Briscoe back into the middle of the ring. Brian Cage again with a scoop slam. Briscoe with a boot in the face of Brian Cage, and Brian Cage again with a scoop slam and an early pin. He's got a 1 count already after a minute. It's pretty impressive. Nice takedown there. Now dragged back into the middle of the ring by Mark Briscoe. Big knee in the face. But Brian Cage is back up with a backbreaker. Dragging Mark Briscoe back into the middle of the ring. And into a gut-wrench suplex. Big forearm. Mark Briscoe there taking Brian Cage back into the corner of the Briscoes and sending him into the corner of his own tag team partner, which might not be the wisest idea because he can make the tag into Elgin. However, Mark Briscoe saw that coming and no, he didn't. Okay. I thought he completely cut it off, but he didn't. There was a mistake. Nice forearm there by Elgin right across the face. The boot in the face of Mark Briscoe as well. Went for the discus back forearm, but misses it twice in a row. And there's the tag. In comes Jay Briscoe once again against Michael Elgin this time. And it's an interesting match at the moment. The Briscoes coming out roughly on top, I think, in the early proceedings. But there's still a long time to go. There's the Elgin bomb. Wow, that's really early on for the Elgin bomb. And Mark Briscoe is there to break it straight away. Interesting. Nice boots to the side of the head of Elgin. There's the tag. There's the assisted powerbomb neckbreaker. And a submission locked in by Jay Briscoe. I don't think it's a legal man, so it's not going to count. But Elgin's back up on his feet and went for the suplex, but Mark Briscoe broke free. Only to get a boot in the face, and now great work, and the Briscoes are really dominating this. Michael Elgin comes across, makes the tag back into Brian Cage. And Mark Briscoe taking both members down for hitting a shooting star press. Wow, that was nice. A Hurricanrana attempt by Mark Briscoe reversed into a powerbomb by Brian Cage. This time he does get the spiked Hurricanrana, then drops the elbow on the inside of the knee. Damaging that leg. Like I've said before, if you want to take a big redwood down, you take it down by the base. Brian Cage went for the suplex once again. Rolled through, very cheeky. Only a 1 count. Brian Cage up with a suplex. And dropping Jay Briscoe to the outside. Brutal suplex that was. All 4 men now on the outside. Elgin taking him up. Into an Elgin bomb on the outside. Here comes Ricochet. Out of nowhere. Who's Ricochet supporting in this match? Ricochet supporting the Briscoe brothers. Interesting. Brian Cage taking down both Ricochet and Jay Briscoe. There's the tag as a double suplex, dropping Ricochet to the outside. Ricochet, there's the 630 senton. Of course, Ricochet is part of probably Group 2, I think, alongside Rich Swann as the Inner City Machine Guns. Group 2 is going to be very, very high flying. A lot of high flyers in Group 2. As Hurricanrana, as Brian Cage again is suplexing Ricochet to the outside. Ricochet is still not learning though, is he? Every time Ricochet comes back in the ring to try and get some offense, he's just being beaten up by Brian Cage. Brian Cage now looking for the suplex, and Ricochet's leaving. He's had enough of that now. He's had enough being beaten up by Brian Cage. He's like, nah, I'm out of this. Quite sure what that was. Again, it was... We saw that recently as well. It was sort of like he goes in for a DDT position that just breaks free, I think. It's a weird one. That's Hurricanrana there by Mark Briscoe, dragging Brian Cage into the middle of the ring. So the Briscoe brothers, of course, are not fighting for anything. They're literally just fighting for pride at this point in time. And they can cause problems to the Unbreakable Effort Machines. There's the tag. In comes Jay Briscoe. Nice takedown. And it's an F5 by Brian Cage. Wow. There's the pin, but it's right in front of Mark Briscoe. It's a bit of a stupid place to do it, isn't it? And an Alabama slam as well by Brian Cage. And the Unbreakable Effort Machines, along this match is going, is taking more control of this match. Brian Cage, jackhammer. Not the legal man, of course. But the damage is being done here to Jay Briscoe. Both guys trading strikes. Jay Briscoe, super kick. Brian Cage straight back up, discus forearm. Wow. Another discus backhand. And the tag is made. In comes Mark Briscoe. The damage was really done there, wasn't it? Nice Falcon Arrow by Michael Elgin. And wow. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Oh, the Briscoes have done it. I think this puts them out then. I think the Unbreakable Effort Machines are out of this competition now. Wow. What a twist in the tail. The Unbreakable Effort Machines had a great chance to go through and they lost the final 2 matches in the competition. I think that puts them out. Let's have a look. Yep, they're out. They are out. Right. So we have 1 match remaining. It's the Bucks versus Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards. Right, so let's have a look and see how this works then. So, okay. So how I'm doing this, I've said before, is that the team, if 2 teams finish on the same amount of points, the team who beat the other team will be the one that goes through. So we will have a clear winner here. So, if the Bucks win, I think the Bucks are through no matter what here because the Bucks did defeat Daniels and Kazarian. So if the Bucks win, they go up to 30 points and we will see Kazarian and Daniels go through ahead of the American Wolves because they beat them one-on-one. If the Wolves win, wherever you are, if the American Wolves win, then they will go through on 30 points and the Bucks will go through on 25 because they beat Christopher Daniels and Kazarian. So this is an interesting one, this. So essentially, if the Wolves win, then the Wolves and the Bucks go through. If the Bucks win, then the Bucks and Bad Influence go through. So let's get into our final match of Group A to see which 2 teams will qualify for the final stage. Let's go. Boom. Should be fun, this. I'm glad there's no buffer match needed. Because that would have been quite a lot of effort, wouldn't it, really? There we go. Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. Should be interested as well. Like I said, there's a lot of interest. I think the Bucks are through no matter what. So the Bucks are in the finals no matter what for them. It's just if they win, they top the group and they bring through Bad Influence with them. If they lose, they come second in the group, joint second in the group, and the American Wolves go through with them. So it's all good for the Bucks, really. It's American Wolves that are literally fighting for this. Eddie Edwards and David Richards look up for this. Alright then, referee rings the bell. We are underway. Nick Jackson and Davey Richards to start things off. Nice step of enziguri by Nick Jackson. Straight into a Boston Crab. Looking for that early victory by the looks of it. Nice takedown, and now Nick Jackson in with a pin. One. No, not even a 1 count. Nick Jackson avoiding all the attempted strikes of Dave Richards, then catching with a drop kick of his own. And there's the tag. In comes Eddie Edwards, taking down Nick Jackson. Drags him back into the middle of the ring. Boot in the face of Nick Jackson. Oh, a low blow by Nick Jackson on David Richards. Referee allows it because this game allows low blows. It's standard. And a reverse chin lock by Eddie Edwards on Nick Jackson. Nick fighting free. Going for the drop kick. Avoids it. And a super kick on Eddie Edwards. And there's the tag into Matt Jackson. Super kick by Nick again. He loves a super kick. There's a follow through pin. It's a 1 count for Matt Jackson and Eddie Edwards. Super kick once again by Matt Jackson. He tried to glitch through David Richards' body there. He did a little bit. Nice poke to the eyes, and in comes David Richards. And they catch Matt Jackson with the assisted powerbomb neckbreaker combination, a boot in the spine as well. Nice takedown again. And there's the ankle lock, locked in by Davey Richards. Both guys who went face to face and just crashed into each other, didn't they? But it's Davey Richards who comes out on top. There's the tag. In comes Nick Jackson. Boom. Big boots to the side of the head of Davey Richards. Nick Jackson, right, drop toe hold on Davey Richards. David Richards now wrenching the arm of Nick Jackson. Trying to do some damage. Looking to take him up for a suplex, but Nick Jackson reversing suplex of his own, and in comes... I have no idea who that is. Who is that? I've got a feeling it might be... Oh, he's on the team of the American Wolves, though. I've got a feeling that might be one of the members of the Rascals, maybe? I don't know who that's supposed to be. Is it, who is the Radicals? It's Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz, isn't it? I don't know who that is. I don't think it's Xavier, because I think Xavier has a different attire to that. If you've got an idea who this is interfering in this match, please do let me know. Can't think of who else it could be, unless it's just a really bad call. I think everyone else, I know who they look like. It's just the Rascals I'm a little bit tricky on. He's gone whoever he was. He wasn't that interested in this match, was he? Nice combination takedown there by the Bucks. Matt Jackson now spinning him off. Oh, nice spinning heel kick. Up to the top he goes for a big elbow. Damage being done here by the Bucks. Matt Jackson slides at the back of that suplex, and Eddie Edwards is free and catches him with a drop kick. But Matt Jackson's up quicker than Eddie Edwards. That's a weird one, isn't it? There's the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, it's a 2 count. Already, wow, okay. Dave Richards with the submission. Matt Jackson's back up on his feet, and of course Eddie Edwards is now the legal man. And there's a surfboard submission locked in. Nick Jackson breaks it up. And a 3D by American Wolves on Nick Jackson. Oh, Super kick by Matt Jackson, followed by a big boot in the face by Eddie Edwards. Double foot stomp by Eddie Edwards as well. There's the pin. 1. It's only a 1 count as Nick Jackson was across quickly to break it up. Low blow by Matt Jackson. Another low blow by Matt Jackson. He's loving those low blows, isn't he? Makes the tag. In comes Nick Jackson. Makes the tag. In comes Davey Richards. Right. Assisted powerbomb neckbreaker. And rolls him through into an armbar. Beautiful maneuver. See, this is an interesting one. I know the Bucks will want to win the group. We know that. We know they'll want to win the group. However, if he gets locked into a submission like that, then it might be worth just tapping, because you know you're going through no matter what. So maybe it is worth that tapping. I don't know. Just to not risk any potential injury for later on. Low blow by Nick Jackson. Of course, there's a long time before we get to the finals, isn't there? I mean, I'm working this out. This is episode 12, I think, is it? I can't remember now. Which means we've got another 3 groups. We've got another 36 episodes before we even get to the final. So we're going to have a decent-sized playlist, this one. As always, we've got a bit over the top. There's a tag. In comes Eddie Edwards. Of course, really important match, this one, for the Wolves, because if they don't win this match, they are out. I mean, the Bucks are through no matter what, but if the Wolves don't win this, they are out. Nice dragon screw. Matt Jackson dragging Eddie Edwards back into the middle of the ring. Heads up top, big elbow drop. There's the pin. Oh, it's a 2.9. Bucks almost getting the win. Davey Richards, nice boot right to the side of the head of Matt Jackson, a knee in the back as well. Roll through here by Eddie Edwards, is too close to the ropes. Wow, Davey Richards just got clattered to the outside. That looked brutal. Ankle lock, locked in. And here comes, who the hell's that as well? Who have I downloaded? Are these people from the actual game? He looks really happy with himself. And he's here to take out the American Wolves. Who the hell is that? Is that Storm and Norman Smiley? Frickin' Storm and Norman Smiley. Oh, legend. Super kick by Nick Jackson. A combination work by the team of Mr. Smiley and Nick Jackson. Super kick by Nick Jackson on Davey Richards. Davey Richards now, gets caught with a big clothesline by Mr. Smiley. Big chop. Does anyone know who Mr. Smiley is? Again, answers in the postcard. Or in the comment section, probably easier. Mr. Smiley makes his way out the way, but he's done a good job there, I think, for the Bucks. Much better than the other guy did earlier on. I don't know who that was. I don't know how the interference works. Is it interference from the roster they're on? So that might make more sense for the Bucks. It might be someone from the New Japan roster, maybe. What a hit would have been, though. Double foot stomp by Davey Richards. In control now. Brings Nick Jackson back up to his feet. Nice kick to the head. Davey Richards, big splash, but Nick Jackson avoids it by moving out the way. There's the tag. In comes Matt Jackson. This match is surely coming to a close now. But who's going to get the victory? Like I said already, the Bucks are through no matter what. This match is really important, though, for the American Wolves. If the Wolves win, they go through. If the Wolves lose, then Bad Influence go through. Super kick by Matt Jackson. Rolls him through now to the pin. Broken up by Davey Richards straight away. There's action everywhere now. There's a reverse Dragon Sleeper locked in by Eddie Edwards. And Matt Jackson was able to break free. Davey Richards getting the applause going. Nice running drop kick there by Eddie Edwards. There's the pin. 1, 2. It's only a 2 count. It's absolute bedlam in the ring now. Everyone's in there. Edwards kicking the spine of Matt Jackson. Takes Matt Jackson up into a Falcon Arrow. Matt Jackson straight back up there, makes the tag into Nick. So if the Bucks win this, they would have won 6 out of 7 matches, which is very impressive. Their only loss, I think, coming at the hands of the Unbreakable Machines, I think, maybe? Might be wrong. Eddie Edwards now Falcon Arrow on Nick Jackson. Edwards, well, Richards is now the legal man, of course. Nice. Boot to the side of the head. Richards up top. Double foot stomp to the spine of Nick Jackson. Brings Nick back up to his feet, and Richards taking down Nick Jackson. Rolls him through into the pin. 1, 2. But Eddie Edwards was there pretty quick. It was very, very close to the corner of Eddie Edwards, wasn't it? Boot in the gut there by Nick Jackson. Of course, the legal man. His back sent on. Makes the tag back into Matt Jackson. The Bucks together, the boots to the side of the head. And now into a Boston Crab straight away. He's not the legal man though, is he, of course? The damage is being done at least. Tombstone power drive, but very, very close to the corner of the American Wolf, so probably not going to get a pin here. Nice big elbow drop though. Dave Richards taking Matt Jackson up to the top. David Richards now super backdrop. Wow. Brutality. There's the pin by Eddie Edwards. Nick Jackson's there to break it up. Dave Richards is just a half a second too slow. Nice boot in the nuts by Matt Jackson. Step of Insiguri. It's all action now. Super kick. Rolls it through for the pin. 1. David Richards breaks it up. The longest match we've had so far in this tournament because both teams know how important it is. Eddie Edwards. Saito suplex. Matt Jackson straight back up to his feet. Super kick. Wow. This freaking match. Just slapped him on the back of the head, Matt Jackson. Brutal move that was. Again, all 4 men inside the ring. Nick Jackson heads up top. Did he hit him? Or did he miss it? It seemed a bit weird, didn't it? There's the pin though. 1, 2. Oh, David Richards, quick fire kicks. Got that broken up just in time. Nick Jackson breaks free. Taking Eddie Edwards up. Tombstone power drive, middle of the ring. Running senton. Elbow drop. Everything. Trying to avoid Eddie getting the pin, the tag, even Eddie does get the tag. In comes David Richards, big boot to the side of the head. Nick Jackson again looking for a tombstone, but Eddie manages to break it free. Or Davey should say, breaking it free. Low blow by Nick Jackson comes across, makes the tag. This is definitely the longest match I've had so far, and it's deservedly so. It's such an important match. It's make or break. What is this? Boom, big boots to the side of the head. There's the pin. We had some sort of craziness just happen there. I'm not quite sure what that was. Again, answer the postcard if you know what that thing was that flashed up on the screen, because I'm still pretty new to this game. Pin. This could be it. It's going to be it. It's going to be it. It is. The Bucks have won. The American Wolves are eliminated. And Bad Influence are through. Wow, I never even considered Bad Influence going through, you know. We finished their matches off early to sort of give a benchmark for other teams to try and beat. And the benchmark was not beaten. Oh, there we go. Nick and Matt Jackson are the winners of Group A. Second place going through is going to be Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, because they did defeat Dave Richards and Eddie Edwards in a singles in the tag team match they faced off against each other. So Bucks were first and second were Bad Influence. So those are the first 2 teams into our finals stage, which of course we've still got 3 more groups to get through, so it's a long time away yet. Group B will start in a couple of days' time. It's a much more high-flying group. We've got teams like the Lucha Brothers, the Golden Lovers, the Radicals, the Motor City Machine Guns, Inner City Machine Guns, and more. So don't forget to check that out. Of course, if you have enjoyed this video, and of course if you enjoyed Group A, then please let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, hit that like button as well. And if you've not already, then hit that subscribe button. That's important. Do that. Bobby Roode and James Storm, 7 losses from 7. How bad was that? Anyway, I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.